Hello, my dear students. Welcome all students to my YouTube channel. Myself, Sri S.K. Suryavanshi Sir, KBH Vidyalay, Malegaon Camp, Nasik. Today, we are going to discuss about Maths Part 2nd, Chapter number 3rd, and the name of the chapter is Circle. Today's topic is Basic Concepts of Circle. Here we have given the figure of circle and some parts are shown in the figure. Let's discuss about the concepts. We know the definition of circle. Now what is the circle? Circle, the set of points equidistant from fixed point in a plane, is called a circle. Now when we observe the figure of circle, here the fixed point is called the center of the circle. In figure, O is the center of the circle. The segment joining the center of the circle and point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. In figure, segment OP is the radius, and we know circle can have infinite radii. Radii of the same circle are congruent. The segment joining any 2 points of the circle is called a chord. In figure, segment AB is the chord. Circle can have infinite chords. The chord which passes through the center of the circle is the diameter, and diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Diameter is twice the radius. A circle can have infinite diameters. In figure, segment AC is the diameter. Now, some important properties which we already studied in previous standard. The first property, a perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on its chord bisects the chord. Second property, the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Third property, congruent chords of a circle are equidistant from the center of the circle. And fourth property, the chords of a circle equidistant from the center of a circle are congruent. Now we discuss about the concepts secant and tangent. Now what is tangent and what is secant? Let's discuss about this concept. Here we have given the figure. When we observe this figure, let's discuss about the concept. In the figure, line M and the circle have only one and only one point P. In common, such a line is called the tangent of the circle. The common point is called the point of contact. In the figure, point P is the point of contact. Now, second, in the figure, line L and the circle have 2 points in common. Such a line is called as a secant of the circle. Point A and B are the points of intersection of the circle and the secant. In the figure, if we draw the radius OP, it will be perpendicular to line M. Now let's discuss about some theorems. First theorem, tangent theorem. Now the statement of this theorem is a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Here we have given the figure and statement is given. With the help of the statement and figure, let's write the given. What is given? Line L is a tangent to the circle with center O at the point of contact A. To prove line L is perpendicular to radius OA. Now here the proof which is indirect proof. Let's assume the another figure. Assume that line L is not perpendicular to segment OA. Suppose segment OB is drawn perpendicular to line L. Of course, B is not same as A. Now take a point C on line L such that A, B, C and BA is equal to BC. Now in triangle OBC and triangle OBA, segment BC congruent to segment BA construction, angle OBC congruent to angle OBA, each of 90 degree or each right angle. Segment OB congruent to segment OB, which is common side. Therefore triangle OBC congruent to triangle OBA according to SAS test. Therefore OC is equal to OA. But segment OA is a radius. Therefore segment OC must also be radius. Therefore C lies on the circle. That means line L intersects the circle in two distinct points A and C. But line L is a tangent which is given. Therefore it intersects the circle in only one point. Our assumption that line L is not perpendicular to radius is wrong. Therefore line L is perpendicular to radius OA. Now converse of tangent theorem. Here we have given the figure and the statement: a line perpendicular to a radius at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. Here given M is the center of a circle, segment MN is a radius, line L perpendicular to MN, segment MN at point N. To prove line L is a tangent to the circle, construction: take any point P other than N on the line L, draw segment MP. Now proof. Now in triangle MNP, angle N is a right angle. Therefore segment MP is the hypotenuse. Therefore segment MP is greater than segment MN. As segment MN is a radius, point P can't be on the circle. Therefore no other point except point N of line L is on the circle. Therefore line L intersects the circle in only one point N. Therefore line L is a tangent to the circle. Now tangent segment theorem. Here we have given the figure and the statement is: tangent segment drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Given A is the center of the circle, segment PD and segment QD is a tangent. To prove segment DP congruent to segment DQ, construction: draw radius AP and radius AQ. Now proof. Here proof: in triangle PAD and triangle QAD, segment PA congruent to segment QA, both are radii of the same circle. Segment AD congruent to segment AD, which are common sides. Angle APD is equal to angle AQD, which is equal to 90 degree according to tangent theorem. Therefore triangle PAD congruent to triangle QAD by hypotenuse side test or hypotenuse side theorem. Therefore segment DP congruent to segment DQ, corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Now let's solve some examples in practice set 3.1. Here we have given question number first. In the figure, the radius of a circle with center C is 6 cm. Line AB is a tangent at A. Then answer the following questions. Here we have given 4 questions. We solve one by one. The first question, here we construct the figure in this way. First question, what is the measure of angle CAB and why? Draw segment CA as shown in the figure. Therefore, angle CAB is equal to 90 degree according to tangent theorem. Therefore, the measurement of angle CAB is equal to 90 degree. This one is equation number first. Now, second question, what is the distance of point C from line AB and why? Segment CA perpendicular to line AB from equation number first. Therefore, CA is equal to 6 cm, which is given. Therefore, C is at a distance of 6 cm from line AB. Now, third one, distance of AB is equal to 6 cm. Then find distance of BC. In triangle CAB, angle CAB is equal to 90 degree from equation number first. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, we know the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to first side square plus second side square. Therefore, CB square is equal to CA square plus AB square. Now, put the values. BC square is equal to 6 square plus 6 square. Therefore, BC square is equal to 36 plus 36, which is equal to 72. By taking square root of both sides, BC is equal to 6 root of 2 cm. Therefore, distance of BC is equal to BC, which is equal to 6 root of 2 cm. Now, fourth one, what is the measure of angle ABC and why? In triangle ABC, CA is equal to AB, which are the length of, here the reason is length of each is 6 cm. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to angle ACB by isosceles triangle theorem. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to angle ACB, which is equal to x degree. In triangle ABC, angle CAB plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degree. Reason, the sum of measures of angles of a triangle. Now put the values. 90 degree plus x degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 2x degree is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Therefore, 2x degree is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, x degree is equal to 45 degree. Therefore, the measurement of angle ABC is equal to 45 degree. Now, question number third. Segment RM and segment RN are tangent segments of a circle with center O. Prove that segment OR bisects angle MRN as well as angle MON. Here the figure is given. Proof. In triangle RMO and triangle RNO, angle RMO is equal to angle RNO, which is equal to 90 degree according to tangent theorem. Hypotenuse OR congruent to hypotenuse OR, which is common side. Side OM congruent to side ON, radii of the same circle. Therefore, triangle RMO congruent to triangle RNO, hypotenuse side theorem. Therefore, angle MRO congruent to angle NRO and angle MOR congruent to angle NOR, corresponding angles of congruent triangle. Therefore, segment OR bisects angle MRN and angle MON. Now, fourth one, what is the distance between two parallel tangents of a circle having radius 4.5 cm? Justify your answer. Now, here we have draw the figure according to the question. Let the center of the circle be O. Let the tangents AB and CD touch the circle at points M and N respectively. Draw segment OM and segment ON. Then through O, draw line XY parallel to line AB. Line AB parallel to line CD, which is given. Line XY parallel to line AB according to construction. Therefore, line AB parallel to line XY parallel to line CD. Equation number first. Angle OMA is equal to angle ONC is equal to 90 degree according to tangent theorem. Line AB parallel to line XY and line MO is the transversal. Angle AMO plus angle MOX is equal to 180 degree interior angle theorem. Therefore, 90 degree plus angle MOX is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle MOX is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Therefore, angle MOX is equal to 90 degree. Similarly, angle NOX is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle MOX plus angle NOX is equal to 90 degree plus 90 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle MOX and angle NOX are adjacent as well as supplementary. Therefore, angle MOX and angle NOX form linear pair. Therefore, ray OM and ray ON are opposite rays. Therefore, point M, O and N are collinear. That means MN is the distance between the parallel tangents AB and CD. Therefore, MN is equal to 2 into radius, diameter is twice the radius. Therefore, MN is equal to 2 into 4.5, which is equal to 9 centimeter. That means distance between parallel tangents is 9 centimeter. Okay.